25 Secrets Scorpios Don't Want You to Know. Welcome to the Fate in Our Stars. Scorpios are rather mysterious creatures, and because they're so hard to read, they can often be totally misunderstood by others. To help you better understand the Scorpio personality, here are 25 revealing traits that explain them perfectly. 1. Scorpios without a doubt possess a very strong personality, as they believe in raising their voice and being prominently heard by everyone. They wholeheartedly believe in the energy, aura, and vibe that they radiate, exhibiting their understanding of whatever is being discussed. No matter how diverse the topic of discussion is, for them it is their utmost responsibility to present their perspective, displaying their notion of the right mindset. 2. Brains with beauties. Scorpios believe in putting an argument with rationale. They do not believe in contending over something which doesn't make sense and is irrational. They put their brains into an argument with competitive and knowledgeable answers instead of making unreasonable claims and statements. 3. Scorpios have an intense personality. They are very hot-tempered, compulsive, and stubborn if anything being said is either not credible or biased. As Scorpios are a big fan of combating through rationales and clearly drawing a line between black and white, they readily lose their temperament if they're misconducted and misled. 4. On top of their bodies, Scorpions have a thick shell, which gives them an image of having a hard and rough surface. But the truth is, Scorpios are very tender-hearted with veneer layers of sensitive emotions. Among all the zodiac signs, Scorpios are known to feel every emotion with profound intensity. 5. Prioritizing their relationships and setting the ultimate benchmark for being loyal and faithful, Scorpios are known to be the best partners and companions. If there's one thing that Scorpios are not fond of, it's being disloyal and a cheat. Scorpios can surrender on every blessing of their life, but will never cheat anybody for a treat. 6. Scorpios are addicted to dominance. They possess a strong presence and like being the dominant figure. That always has a fear or insecurity of loss. To strengthen their powerhouse, also known as their minds, they tend to run the race proactively instead of taking immeasurable risks. 7. Transparent and plain-spoken with their emotional and professional affairs, Scorpios are always very expressive with what and how they feel about something. Oftentimes, Scorpios experience relationship losses because they are very honest with themselves and their partners, blatantly expressing their sentimental fervors. 8. Diligent and enterprising, Scorpios are deeply invested in being competitive with their everyday activities. A Scorpio student might be competing for their academic growth similar to a Scorpio adult competing for a promotion. There are no defined limits for Scorpios to take a back seat. 9. Bubbling up with creative and wonderful ideas. It's not the trait of art that they exhibit, but the zodiac sign itself represents the intricate features of Scorpios. Filled with diversified talents, Scorpios are always amped up to put forward something out of the box for the audience's amusement and inspiration. 10. Taking a challenge and striving strenuously till the end result. It is mandatory for Scorpios to choose the hard-working option instead of settling for less. They may be provided with an easy way or lesser benefits, but Scorpios are inclined to showcase what they've got and how deserving they are for what they're granted with. 11. When it comes to trends, anything might be the new black, but for Scorpios, black has been the only color they know. Exhibiting dignity, strength, and power, they always want to flaunt their unique but Herculean structure to the world through this mysterious shade. 12. Evincing a manifest of emotional stability, Scorpios, despite having a kind soul, look robust from the outside. They never fall prey to any destructive shortcoming. Instead, they stand strong and indestructible to anything coming their way. They recklessly plump for enduring any challenging situation despite the heinous summoning. 13. Rewarding as a lifetime achievement trophy. If you're a parent to a Scorpio child, you got lucky for a lifetime. Scorpios are very generous and giving. They make sure that every bit of effort that has been invested in them has to be cultivated and profited in abundance. They respect every word that they have been taught for creating a better tomorrow. 14. When pondering over the elements of each zodiac sign, you will come across water to be the element of Scorpio. Flowy, deep, peaceful, and transparent are the best fitted adjectives to describe a Scorpio's personality. As calm as it seems, it takes minutes to transform into a monstrous storm depending on circumstantial factors. 15. If you read history, you'll be astonished to witness the birth of some historic figures in mid-October and November, from physicist Marie Curie to the famous Christopher Columbus, are all born with this star of spark and shine. There are even plenty of successful Scorpios nowadays, like Drake, Joe Biden, and Leonardo DiCaprio. 16. Spiritual beliefs are perceived to be supernatural and unrealistic in the real world, as people are much more modest and advanced, skipping the foundation of their moral and ethics. Scorpios are strong-headed, and so they strongly believe in everything that they see and experience to learn from it. Spirituality is the core of the rational reasoning of Scorpios. Hence, whenever they participate, they speak with a background of knowledge and experiences. 17. Entitled to be as hot-tempered as a sun and sparkly as a star, you won't witness a dark night being darker than the treasure box in Scorpio's heart. They might just display themselves as happy and content, but you will never guess the dark secrets that they have deep down inside their hearts with pain and agony. Sometimes Scorpios tend to keep grudges to themselves, but they eventually speak out about it in confrontations as they are overly expressive about what they feel. 18. Preserving the notion of their personality towards the end, a Scorpio never gives up. They can readily surrender on a lot of things of their liking, but they never please any direct or indirect hit bestowed upon their personalities claiming a personality shift. Being strong-headed, opinionated, and dominant, Scorpios always need to set disputes right instead of giving in to false views. They don't tolerate any opinion that is not righteous. 19. While watching this video, you might feel that you have now abstained every element of knowledge for you to predict and know the Scorpio zodiacs around you. But wait, because your Scorpio friend or acquaintance knows you better than you know yourself. They enchant and read the minds of people within a very short span of time, carefully choosing their friends and foes. 20. Carrying out the usual chores is not an achievement for Scorpios. They are over-obsessive with being disciplined and organized. Even after getting done with abundant chores and tasks, Scorpios always have something more on their to-do list for turning things to their best version. 21. Warmly welcoming all new suggestions and outdoing all usual expectations, Scorpios tend to improve themselves on a daily basis. They never grow envious or jealous of anyone's progress. Instead, they try to amalgamate the success factors of other people for finessing their personalities and attributes. 22. A very well-known saying about the benefits of manipulation states that any manipulation that can save a house from breaking is not an actual manipulation. Being overly sensitive, Scorpios sometimes go ahead of their limits to manipulate parties for the best outcome. Even though manipulation is a disregarded trait, it justifies partially in Scorpio's case based on their kind and calm intentions. The ends justify the means for Scorpios. 23. It is often misinterpreted about Scorpios that they have harsh tongues, even though Scorpios hardly ever respond to a hurtful allegation or statement. Their honesty triggers them for blatant confrontation, which ultimately makes them look like the bad cop. Consistency and truthfulness is the most pure combination of any human trait. People often use sweet words and euphemisms only to backstab later. Scorpios choose to be honest and truthful, disregarding the consequential outcomes as they believe in a strong foundation and not a shaky one. 24. Self-determinant and future-oriented, Scorpios tend to embrace a consistent and healthy lifestyle. Scorpios are diligent to grow bigger and better. Therefore, they actively research and follow the best remedies for being healthy and fit in the long run. 25. The endurance of moving on from negative energy for preserving their positive radiance is the glowing yet most treasured trait of Scorpios. They can abandon any act, person, or trait that can dim their energy. They do not cater to any wrongdoing coming from anyone, be it their closest acquaintances or anyone else, as they don't compromise on their values and morals despite any external or internal factors. With an immense amount of apprehension of Scorpio's secrets, we leave you to think how unimaginably alluring they are. Next time you meet a Scorpio with secretive habits, you already know everything about them, even themselves. Like, share, and subscribe for more zodiac reveals with amusing facts and secrets.